Welcome to the Crypto Business channel. Today we are reviewing a science project Orvium. This is the second part of the video. Today I will talk about the team, marketing and about the roadmap. Let's get started. First, the team of this project. Before taking a closer look at the team, it is worth making a note of the most complex experimental facility ever built and which hosts the largest single machine in the world. The location in question is a Large Hadron Collider, a 27 kilometers ring of superconducting magnets that straddles the France-Switzerland border, built by CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research. The importance placed upon this project by the scientific community, United Nations as well as national governments needs to be understood to fully appreciate the current peer standing of the Orvium team and their advisors. They are an all-star lineup with the vast majority having extensive CERN experience. That is not to say it is a CERN-only club through, with recruits having worked for the likes of Volkswagen Data Lab, Deutsche Telekom and Asus to name but a few. One of the founders, for example, Manuel Martin, is the project leader and blockchain expert who has led critical data management, big data and machine learning initiatives for CERN and collaborated with the likes of NASA JPL, Fermilab and GCI. This depth of professionalism runs throughout the various members of the management, technical, scientific and marketing teams. Not only those this bode well for the technical aspect of the project but also academically, as they are suited to understanding and implementing a framework for managing the scholarly publications, life cycles and the associated data that Orvium is designed to tackle. Simply put, researchers and investors alike will be hard-pressed to find another ICO with such qualified talent. The only minor but nagging concern is if these individuals, who are the top of their respective fields, can be molded into a concept group. Large projects, whether they are industrial, governmental, military or scientific such as CERN, often work on a compartmentalized basis. Teams focus on a specific task with limited overlap with other departments. The nature of this ICO will be much more compact, requiring the integration of skill set, personalities and egos to achieve full collaboration between all parties. It is perhaps interesting to note the additional requirements is highlighted in the early stage of the roadmap, so maybe this is where the necessary hood carriers will be employed to support the stakeholders already on board. Marketing. The benefits of marketing can sometimes be lost on projects whose teams are personally focused on the technology or product innovation. Normally, an allocation of just 10% of ICO funds for marketing, as proposed by Orvium, would sound alarm bells for a long-term investor. However, in this case, there is an additional 20% earmarked for science and collaboration, which goes a long way to addressing the initial concern, as it shows a fundamental understanding of their target market. While the initial marketing budget can be seen as a means of raising general awareness, the extra resources from science and collaboration will be used to reach out and establish partnerships with leading universities and research institutions. These are the very people who will likely contribute, participate, and benefit from the platform. Such a move should tap into an audience already hungry for a new system and provide added impetus to the crucial fledgling stage of development and sustain interest beyond. Tokenomics and roadmap. The tokenomics for the ORV token are refreshingly straightforward overall. The company is seeking a very reasonable hard cap for this initiative of $20 million with no soft cap, and the ICO will see 60% of the total 378.3 million supply on offer for $0.10 per ORV. A further 20% will go to Orvium ICO, the Estonian registered company set up in partnership with Bitcoin Swiss AG to handle the token generation event. The remainder will be split between the team, advisors and partners. Risk allocation is subject to a 3-year vesting period, which will provide monetary incentive for the core team enthusiasm to be maintained for the project going forward. Interested investors will need to complete KYC or AML procedure and be whitelisted before they can participate. Once this is passed, they can contribute a Bitcoin or Ethereum, or if they prefer to use fiat. Although the exact date of 4-week public sale is still to be announced, it is scheduled to fall between second quarter and third quarter of this year. Brief mention is made of a possible 10% bonus for early investors, but that will be confirmed either way before the sale begins. As it is so minimal, whether it is applied or not will likely have little impact upon majority of investor decisions to contribute or not. The roadmap breaks down into 6 sections named after phase of the life cycle of a star. Fortunately, choosing to forego the use of the final black hole stage. The document lays down a methodical and achievable route, proposing relevant goals that cohesively build towards the product rollout. The remainder of this year and much of next year will see support given to science and technology marketing aspect as well as an R&D program. According to their timeline, a first public release of the platform can be expected as early as third quarter this year. Initial development work has already begun on functional prototype, which, if all goes to plan, will see a fully functioning platform ready for release at the end of 2019. So, conclusion. While doing the groundwork for this ICO, Orvium have ticked a lot of the boxes that investors look for when evaluating digital token opportunities. There is a clear need for a platform to break the current oligopolistic market structure and bring ownership back to the content creators whilst providing true transparency. Logical minds have been at work on the tokenomics as they are fairly proceed and uncomplicated without any obscurely built bonus structures to muddy the waters. They have recruited a world-class team to take on the challenge and have already established a strategic and tactical marketing plan to raise awareness and adoption of the new platform, while still flying under the radar at this stage with not even a set date for the public sale. Over 1,300 people have signed up for their Telegram channel, which hints at perspective growing hype as the project moves forward. This is done by all appreciations a high caliber ICO, headed up by a first-rate team with an excellent track records in their own respective fields. An assessment of the risk attached to this project appeared to relate more external factors, specifically whether there will be a disposition within the wider field of academia to gravitate to more modern approaches to publishing research such as a model proposed by Orvium, as opposed to eternal factors which appear comparatively minimal when compared to the vast majority of ICOs currently operating in the market. For today this is end. Invest and make money.